Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Is this thing on at all? Is it even on? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for coming into the live. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. May God bless every single one of your souls. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Sorry about that. A little bit of mix up there, over there. A little double up. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time with the Crypto Lifer. Ooh, there we go. That's nice and neat. Ooh, I like this tie combination. I like this shirt. Haven't ever done this combination before. Feeling good, feeling amazing. Hope you are feeling awesome too. May God bless each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Today is a beautiful day to be alive. So much has happened today. I am excited. I'm ready to go. I'm just super, super happy. We have some things going on that keep people concerned, but we will continue to move forward. Let's put the lemon into the water. Let's take a big sip of that lemon water. Let's decalcify that pineal. Let's keep the anxiety low. Let's keep the energy high. Let's get it going, baby. Shout out to all my lovers of life. Shout out to the Crypto Lifers, baby. Let's go. Let's get that music pumping and running. Let's get it into your veins. Let's get the vibration flowing. Shout out to you all. Gotta love that lemon water every single day, baby. Feeling good, feeling strong. Feeling just feeling it, baby. I'm feeling it. Shout out to all y'all beautiful souls out there. Excited to share the moment with you. Excited to be here with you every single day. I don't know how I do it every single day, but we somehow do it every single day. Bang, bang, bang. Let's bring that music down just a little bit. Just a tiddlywink there. Just a tiddlywink. Shout out to all my lovers of life. Man, it's a beautiful time to be alive. Let me take a look at the chat. I want to see what the chat is doing. I'm just feeling so much energy. There's got to be good energy in the chat right now. Hannah King, I love what you're doing there. I don't know what that is. I'm trying to see it. I don't know what it is, but I love it. Jay Bella, loving it. What is it? I don't know what the emoji is. I should know. It was probably made by my team, and I don't even know what it is. Oh, it's putting a lemon into the water jar. That's insane. I can see it now. It's like a hand squeezing a lemon into the... Dude, amazing. Amazing. Love is the strongest frequency in the game. Crypto Lifer is the GOAT. Shout out to my man. Shout out to Illuminated. Shout out to United States. Shout out to Mystery School. Shout out to John Connor, Crypto Bear Baker, Michael Paz, Jay Bella, Ken Mack, Alexander Harris. Sheeting dough at the moment. My man, sheeting that dough, flattening it out, getting it in. Pump for sure. Love to the lifers. Let's go. Hit the likes. It's the lemon water, baby. Running with you from Vermont. Kristen, running again. Getting that energy up. Vermont is a beautiful place to live. God bless you. How was your Eid going, lifer? Thank you so much for asking. Shout out to Imad Hassan. Great time. Actually, last night, though, was kind of sad. Me and my mom got off the boat after a long trip back to Boston. And I said, let's go to dinner, right? Because it's a little late. We're not going to be able to make food at home. Can't even, you aren't going to be able to see in the backyard if you want to barbecue or whatever it is. It was dark out. It wasn't the same. I said, I basically suggested that we should go to dinner. So we went to dinner, and we got there at 7:20. It was the Black Dog Tavern, which I got to call them out right now. And we got there at 7:20. Appetizers came out a little long, took a little long for the apps. Probably about almost like, I'd say 7:50 for the apps to come out, half an hour for apps. My daughter ordered a hot dog. It never showed up. Can you believe that? At 8:50, my wife was just like, I'm out of here. And we had to tell the waitress, just like, don't bring us our food. Like, and if you have it ready, like, we're done. Like, we don't even want to eat anymore, you know? And we actually walked out without eating. Whatever, it's all good. Not a big deal. I was lucky enough to be able to go to a restaurant and be denied by it, right? So I look at it as, you know, whatever. We didn't care. I got home. I had a yogurt and a banana, you know? So it was what it was, baby. It was what it was. But, yeah, trying to take my mom to dinner last night, it couldn't happen. Wasn't gonna happen. Kind of sad. She ordered the ribs, man, the baby back ribs. I had the buffalo chicken mac and cheese, which honestly, after I ordered it, I kind of told myself, man, you don't want to eat that. I'm kind of happy my prayers were answered. So anyway, let's take a look at Bitty Bitcoin. I saw it in this cup and handle. We did find this bullish divergence. However, I was pretty bearish yesterday because if we couldn't get above the zone, we were likely going to go further to the downside. So I kept saying, if Bitcoin can't close a 4-hour or a daily candle above 30,500, we're going to have a bit of an issue here. And you know what? It got taken care of. We got right through that resistance. That retest was a good long right there because you were retesting these two support zones. These were two areas that I knew, like, we had bounced off right there, support. We had bounced right there a few times, right there and right there. So I knew there were going to be resistance for Bitcoin. That's why I drew these two yellow lines. We had to get back above these two yellow lines. Then I was stating, you know, we would end up breaking out of this channel to the upside. And we did break out of this channel to the upside. Falling wedges break up to where they began. Pretty much what happened here, pretty close to the target for the falling wedge to break to the upside. We found bullish divergence here on the 7 to the 15-minute time frame. 15-minute was really a little more direct, as there was your swing down, there was your swing up. It skipped, you know, a downward trend there. You can skip a downward trend like that as long as it doesn't touch. If that came to touch, then it would have to be that was the divergence. Then there's a next set of divergence, but it didn't do that. See, it didn't. Then when you draw this here, you can see that it didn't also go inside. So, and I backtested this. A lot of people have said, no, that's not divergence. Yes, it is. There's been a lot of controversy over that. I backtested it myself and found my own reasoning. I don't have to kind of prove it to anyone else, and I'll give you what I find. And if you guys like that information, it is what it is. Shout out to A-Train. Shout out to everybody here. Black Dog on the Boston Blacklist. My man, you're funny. Crypto Plumber, my man in the hot dog is trash. And yeah, we usually never let her eat a hot dog. I swear on my life. Like, I've seen my daughter eat 1 or 2 hot dogs in my life. We're not big on letting her eat hot dogs. But one day she wanted one. It was a long night. My wife just said, fine. 75x long from 29.9. Let's go. Took some profit at 38.0. Wow. Let's see where this is headed. The daily, though, still high. Others look amazing. Looking sharp today, Sam. Dressed for success this morning. Shout out to the United States in the game. Shout out to Organic Autos Garden. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Crypto Lifer. God bless you, brother. Shorting Black Dog. You're funny. Sometimes the butterfly effect happens, and we don't even realize it. Amen. Amen. Compound on a rip. Yeah, Compound's ripping. Solana ripping. We got a few things moving here. I work in a kitchen. Some of our employees are just so lazy and don't care. It is what it is, man. Ever since I toured a hot dog facility, I no longer eat them. I watch how they're made on that show, How Things Are Made. Oh, my God. 100%. Pepe, again, 250% profits. Arm and Habits just banging on them. We got people that are just viciously trading these markets. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, let's break down what I see happening for Bitcoin. So we saw this cup and handle. We saw the bullish divergence. That was our bottom. We got to bounce off that bullish divvy. Continued up right here. Resistance, resistance. I felt like, hey, we got to get out of this to the upside. We were making a bit of an ascending triangle here. You can see that, which did have a 50% chance of a break to the upside, and we got the breakout. Then we formed this rising wedge. We broke out. Then we formed this flag this morning. I said, let's watch the 7-minute flag. Anything can happen. Within 10 minutes of me posting that, we got this beautiful pump to the upside for Bitcoin. We went all the way to 30,847, but got rejected back to the downside. However, it's interesting now. This 7-minute says that it wants to rip yet again. It did bounce back to the upside. Very awkward, kind of a weird pattern here. If anything, it has a feeling of a diamond, does it not? No, not really. Kind of. I just want to be open-minded. I don't know if I see a diamond there. Anyway, awkward pattern for sure. The way I could look at it is it a falling wedge that like broke out and broke back inside? Wants to continue to break back out again? I've seen that happen before, as awkward as it looks. So we could see that. I consider myself the best life cook in America. Need a personal cook. I do, Ann. You should come and hang out every day. Ever since I toured, oh yeah. We drinking hot dog water, baby. Remember that? I bought Compound for fun because I felt like spending money. I was super surprised. It went up 20%. Mystery School, man, banging on them. I consider myself the best cook. Wow. Bearish div, yep. There is bearish divergence there. Swing down on the RSI, swing up on price action. I like that you toted that. But look at that Stoke just aggressively pointing back to the upside as if it wants to continue to make some type of move. Now, there's two camps of thought here that I've been looking at for myself personally. All right, and we're going to break it down right now. We're going to get rid of all the old price action, but that cup and handle did play out a little bit there to the upside. Sammy, cup and handy to the upside. So I just deleted all my work, which is tough for me sometimes. Other times it's okay. Depends on how I'm feeling. So look at this. We could look at it like this. We could say that it's still at the top of the channel, or did it break out of the channel? Two schools of thoughts. Did we break out? Or are we still inside the channel? You let me know inside the comments. Let me know. Did we break out? So when we look at the 4 hour says we did break out, because you'd have to skip this and not touch it. You could let it wick up, I guess, and then you could call the wicks out. To me, I'm a candle body guy, and that's helped me through my life stay strong, like, you know, in my trading style, not switching it up, being like, this is this and that is that, and sticking to it. You know what I mean? How's the audio today? Everyone is shorting because of the bearish div. We will not. First take the SFP of the higher levels, 31,475. I mean, the 4 hour still has legs to the upside. You got wick to wick here as the measured move. That takes us to 32,320. I'm not saying that's guaranteed, but I'm just telling you that's a flag that broke out. You get above this node, you're going to the high volume area, you know, volume area high, really right up into this area. So I do see a move coming. The 4 hour about to get a MACD cross, pushing up hard. RSI looks good above that area too, the moving average. Only thing is that the 21 and the 200 are a little far apart, but they can go up a little more before they have to get called back down, you know? Like right here, they were awkward here, but you can still get a pump out of that, see? We're kind of on the first curve. We're right around here like this. So, sharp all around. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker. Audio was great today. Audio was perfect. Sounds good. Audio was great. Definitely pressuring the upper line. I would like to see a daily candle close over 38 to remain bullish in the short term. Amen. Everyone is shorting. All right. Crypto Lifer, where the only thing nicer than the TA is the suit. Shout out to Crypto Ghost, man, in the house. God bless you. Doge Man, what is going on with it? God bless all of you beautiful lifers. Audio is perfect. Wow. Perfect. I mean, perfect audio. Really. The man with the perfect suit and the perfect audio. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Yeah. Sorry, I just get crazy, baby. I got this energy that can't be contained, and I gotta let it out. I gotta let it out sometimes. It is what it is. And you know what? I'm not ashamed. I used to work, and it didn't work out for me when I was in like an actual office space. I'd be like, yow! And people would be like, whoa. No, I didn't really do that, but I felt like doing it. Imagine if I was just walking by the water cooler and you saw me and I'm just like, whoa! And I just walk away. I don't say anything. You're like, you never met me before, too. I'm like new. I'm like 2 weeks there or a week there, and I'm just like, whoa! And then I walk away. Throw some bran flakes in my face and like, oh, man. I never fit in an office because I just wanted to be myself all the time, and that just doesn't work in the office space. You know what I mean? Like, you got to, like, kind of cater to other people, and, like, you got to, like, hey, how's it going, you know? Never was my thing, you know? So look at this 12-hour. Getting ready for a massive move to the upside. I like what the 12-hour is doing. I like what I'm seeing. I say the daily gets pinned by the 22. We might get the daily that doesn't go all the way down again, that old school idea. The 21 is coming, slowly but surely, for that daily time frame. The 22 getting ready for a massive move up. I mean, the 21 is now touching price action. We have a very awkward flag on the 22. It doesn't look good at all, but it's oversold, ready to rock. 12-hour looks amazing. 8-hour looks like it wants to make a move. The 6-hour, the 4-hour, all these time frames want to blast to the upside. So I like what I'm seeing here for a flag and a breakout to 32,268. I'm long, baby, long. I'm long, baby, long. We held the zone really nicely. We stayed above both of these resistance zones, which was interesting. Okay. And Bitcoin showing signs of strength to the upside. Let's take a look at our weekly chart and show you how bullish the weekly looks to me. You tell me. We got a bullish engulfing candle on the weekly. We broke out of the falling wedge. We have the 21 crossing the 200. I backtested that for you on multiple live streams, like 5 or 6 now, and showed you how that's a substantial move on the Dow Jones, on oil, on gold, on basically any asset that's been out for 20, 50, 60 years and has a substantial amount of technical analysis. We can clearly see that when the 21 crosses the 200 weekly, a big move eventually ensues within the next 6 to 7 to 8 weeks. This has been, I've almost never seen it false. It's happened every single time. The weekly's pointing to the upside. Lack of bearish momentum there completely. And I'm telling you right now, and that's why when everyone was saying, man, there's a weekly bearish MACD cross, and I told everyone I don't trust the MACD at all. I trust the stochastics, price action, support and resistance. The MACD kind of bends to price action. It's a latent indicator that goes with the, the moving averages. So it is what it is, man. We fell really fast through here. As you can see, only one little place of resistance right there where we break above this area, right, where we bounced, see that, about 32,005. I mean, we are ripping up to 37.6 and then easily possibly getting up to 47,000. So look at your weekly. You have a lot to look forward to. It looks amazing. Also, remember, the last 5 weeks, addresses with over 1,000 Bitcoin have been accumulating more Bitcoin. People who hold Bitcoin are buying more Bitcoin. You saw me last night buying more Bitcoin. Yesterday, during the live stream, actually. It wasn't last night. I continuously buy more Bitcoin. I just keep grabbing it up. Grabbing a stash. You know what I mean? Right now, 0.1 Bitcoin is $3,000. 0.1 is $3,000. Just a tenth of a Bitcoin cost a pretty penny. Not easy to get. Wouldn't you have wished to get it down here when it was 15, 16, and 17,000? But there was heavy fear. And people didn't know what to do, right? And that's what they do. They trap you with your emotions. Once you realize you're going to die, I know this is morbid, but once you come to terms with the fact that you will die and that you're only here for a certain amount of time, you release yourself from fear. Because if you're only here for a certain amount of time, you cannot waste any time on fear. What a waste of time to be afraid. Now, things can happen that can startle you, right? The other night I was outside, little raccoon, it might have been a coyote. I can't tell exactly what it was, but it came around. It was really close to me underneath my deck. Looked up at me. I was like, ah! I got freaked out for a second because he crept up on me. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say I wasn't frightened for a moment or, reactable, But you can't live in fear. You just cannot live in fear, my friends. You can't do it. Fake emotion acting real. Get rid of it. Strip it out of your life. Anytime you're saying something about worried or are they going to do this or what's happening, you're living in fear. You got to let go of the fear. You just got to let it go. 54 at the Fear and Greed Index. I like what we're sitting there. We get any closer here, I want to get into the shady region. That's where I want to buy my Bitcoins. So I want one more nasty downtrend, something, but it doesn't look like it's happening. Bitcoin looks pretty strong right now, above 30,000. I like what we're seeing. So the bigger time frame suggests a big move is coming for bitty Bitcoin. The key is to, if you can have a liquidation below 26,000, you're good to go, in my humble opinion. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice, but it looks to me Bitcoin's not going to drop below this 200 SMA ever again on the weekly. I believe that is a wrap. I don't believe we'll close the CME gap down at 19. And I'm not going to say I don't believe. I'm going to say for 99.9%. That's the bottom for Bitcoin. Who here watches YouTubers do TA and they refuse to call actual bottoms and tops? They say may or this could be, or who here seen me call this bottom? When was the first time you saw me call this as a bottom? How's that? Let me ask that question. When's the first time everyone here in the chat saw me call that as a bottom? Would you consider the RSI overbought on the daily? I've seen you call it. They live in fear. Amen. Because you're afraid that if you say something and it's wrong, your channel is going to go down the tubes. right? But if you spend the hours and hours I spend, and you put all the effort in, you know. My man with a plan. When it was 19K, you bought a full one on Around the Blockchain a month ago or so. Should I sell now? Months ago. You called it back in June, before it was fully formed. Live, love, and life. You and Steve from CCU are spot on. Natty Crypto. Just got here. Thank you, Sam. The div, baby. That div, baby. Shout out to Stack McChange in the house. Stack, I love you, brother. You're the man. You just might see some stacks flowing in there. Spank the bottom, baby. Amen. Best TA in the game since the CME Phil. You've been saying it months ago. E-Wizzle. Okay, so people have been paying attention. I don't ask enough. I don't know exactly what's going on. I don't know each and every one of you out there. So at least back when we crossed the 200 on the weekly. Thank you for always coming out daily. Shout out to Michael Paz, man. I agree the big move is coming. The big players want more. One more shakeout before the takeoff. We made a move to like 17K and above, and that's when you called the bottom. Always love, brother. Let's get it. Was here when the bottom was called. Strong div was clutch. Bless you. When it was the bottom. Just in, UK passes bill to recognize crypto as a regulated financial activity in the country. It's a big deal. And look, they just keep moving forward while we keep moving backwards. I got started at 19K and running it up any chance I can. My man. Best guy online, no better intentioned person ever. Shout out to you, Igro. There's still 1% chance we go down. Nah, 99.9, 0.1. Don't play me. Bare Naked Crypto is calling for 12K. So funny. I sat to 1 cent. Only 60x. One sat to 1 cent. Only 60x needed. We only need a 60x to get from 1 sat equals 1 cent. 1 sat equals a penny, baby. Nobody works harder and puts their opinions out there like the lifers. Shout out to Stefan. Gensler needs to go. Amen. Isolated or cross. I do isolated. It's up to you, though. Not a financial advisor. Steve Libby just breaking it down. Is that your allocation? I think it's great, but you do whatever makes you happy. The 99 is an ecosystem of some of the brightest traders in the space. If you need help reading the charts, there's always someone to help you. Join the 99 and find your life or family today. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, not the day after, not maybe, not okay. Take control of your life today. Like, that's what I do here on this channel. That's why I show up every day. You know how many days I want to say, you know what, I want to spend the day with my mom and kids. I want to be able to go to the beach at 8 a.m., and then really get a nice spot, hang out. I want to just start my day, and I said, no, I got to do my live stream. Like, I started something, I got to keep going. I can't turn my back on my live, on my peoples. I know that if I show up, you're going to show up. 525 people. Imagine if I went to a park right now. It was 525 people waiting for me to speak. And to get inspired and to look out and to talk and even, or to inspire me. It's not all about me, to inspire me, to get me going, to get me excited, right? To get my energy pumping and gunning. So, super big deal, man, that you guys show up every day, and I'm not going to take that for granted. I take that super, super, like, heavy. That's heavy to me. That's a heavy deal thing, So, I do not understand how some YouTubers are still calling for 10K, but bless them. Because their shorts will get squeezed. I've been a member of one of the top channels since I started Lifer a year ago. I quit the TE Best group and have paid myself 100 times the subscription. He is always online helping Sam and the Lifers. Shout out to my man. God bless you, brother. I quit the TE Best group. Interesting. Lifer fam, always going to be here. Mind, body, and spirit. Lifer Adam in the game. You got me out of a deep depression, my friend. Nate Crypto Dog, man. Just heard the meteorologist. He said there's a 99% chance of gains. Join the 99, my man. No eat, no pay. Thank you, Sam. You're the man. Shout out to Dennis Kuva. We love you, Dennis. We aren't going anywhere. We all vibrate at the same frequency. Shout out to Birdman Crypto in the house. Birdman, one of the first people to follow me from day one, man. We love you, Birdman. Do it better than I've done it, homie. Just follow me. I'm not the one to try to be. I'm watching you. I need you to inspire me. Currency. I love Currency, man. He's the man, dude. Sam, we're waiting for our first Zoom session. Chat about life and who we are. Amen. Hey, baby. Come get some water, boo-boo. Come get a sip of water. You put your hand on the glass. You're so cute. You're so cute. My kids make my day, baby. My kids make my day. Anyway, let's get back into brass tacks. Let's talk about it. But so I see big moves happen on the weekly here. This weekly says it can fly, baby, fly. All right? All the other charts look pretty good, too. Even the 8-day, the 5-day, the 7-day, they look good to me. You know what I mean? They look good to me. 3 days getting a little overbought. I'll give you that. But we could double top up here. We could span a little time. We just crossed the line. And the 3 days just above the 200 SMA. Let's try an experiment. Let's make a long on my other account here with a stop loss. Let's use the 3-day 200 SMA and see if we can make a huge trade on it. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. Let's see if we can get this going here. Oh, I don't think I will be able to. Yeah. I guess I'll open it in this futures account. But so let's take a look here. If we trade the 3-day, it says I need to put a stop loss below the 200 SMA. That's all I need to do. So I need a stop loss below 29. It's got to be at like 29,450. All right. 21, like, yeah, something like that. So this would be a huge long we could try to open up on the 3-day chart. All right. A lot of guts to do this. And then I'll have to, when I get home, I can trade futures on the smaller account. And I'll keep this as the long account. I was trying to keep another one as a long account, but. So here's the deal. No more reminders for the day. I appreciate it, though. We love you, Mexi. This is Mexi. Link in the description below, in the comment section. If you can see, I put a pinned comment here. If you want to join Mexi, please do it today. It helps my channel and helps you out more than you would ever know. The least amount of fees, 0 spot maker and taker fees. I'm saying 0 spot maker and taker fees. And yes, I do sound like a shilling Mexi. I agree. All right, I know that's what you're thinking. But there's a reason. I find things that work for me, and I tell everyone else what works. Like if I knew that there was a system that worked better and I saw you playing games, I'd tell you, hey, go use this instead. Mexi is amazing. There's 0 spot maker and taker fees. I get my orders filled immediately. The exchange, the way you use the futures exchange is super accessible. Great liquidity. Very easy to understand. One of the nicest futures platforms you'll ever use. So you got to love it. So right here, we put this out. We're going to make a long-term trade on the 3-day chart using the 200 SMA. We're going to basically bet the fact that the price never goes below the 200 SMA again, and we get a massive move to the upside. So what we're going to do is we're going to call out the fact that we could keep a stop loss below the 200 SMA. I'm going to go for 29,426. Let me actually zero. We got to really open it up here and take a look. Yeah, if I'm at 29,450, I should be okay, right? So I go here to 29,450, right? Then we're going to put in how much we want to put in the trade. Really want to put everything in there. Everything in there. Now, at that rate, we're going to have smaller leverage. Leverage. Smaller leverage. Did I just say leverage? So we could lose $334. But where is the move? Like, where could the gain take us? All right. Well, we're trying to play at least the length of the first pole to the upside. If this can stay inside a flag, right, we can get a move to the upside here. So we're looking to even just take this 4-hour chart and try to get to, we'll attempt to get to 32,000. This I would like to make to be a bigger trade. Get up to 32,200. I figure we could get to 37,000 on this trade, But we got to 32,448, but see, I don't like that risk-reward ratio. It's not good. So the trade's gonna have to be a bigger trade, or it's not gonna pan out. Now that makes sense. If we get to 35,000, we're gonna risk 32% to gain more. All right. Now we could risk. I like risking 150 to gain 700. That's pretty nice. You know what I mean? But that would be such a monster move. I like to open up a bigger trade if this plays out, right? But the idea is we're going to play the 200 SMA on the 3-day chart. The fact that we're above it, we're going to play the fact that we're going to stay above it. You get it? All right, so here's the deal. 32% for 144. Let me just take a look at like the best entry possible on the smaller time frame. Yeah, like 1 hour's a little high for me. It's tough to enter a trade when the 1 hour's that high, no matter how long. But again, my stop loss is so far away. I'm not even, the key is too, we got to make sure that we're not going to get liquidated above the, so when we open this, you're going to wait for the confirmation window. See, liquidation price is 27.72, which is great. It's way lower than our stop loss, which is good. This makes sense. I believe we can get, you know what? I'll put half in now and half in when the trade goes lower. But I know, I just have a feeling we're going to get a better price because the 1 hour is just way too high. 7 minute is attempting to get a retest off that falling wedge. We're going to talk about that in a second. Just bear with me. I'm just kind of going through my brain process here. But yeah, the 1 hour's got to come back down. That would be the time to enter the trade when the 1 hour kind of really can reset. So there's a fence that, are we at the top of the channel or do we break out of the channel? The 4 hour says it looks like we broke out of the channel. The 1 hour, you can kind of say we're just at the top and we're likely to come back down to 29.559. And that would be so much better for me if we could get lower for the liquidation and the stop loss, right? But this is a big trade that I want to make, How you doing today, Lifer? Shout out to Tony Rosas. Rosas, man, we love you. I wanted the Heat to win just for you, man. You know what I mean? How's BOOKMAP looking? BOOKMAP's looking very interesting. We're going to load up BOOKMAP in a second. I'd rather do a show about the next global rather than stake. So sick of that. Anyway, shout out to Joshua Jelowick, my man, Lifer Gang. Which is better for MEXC registration, mobile number or email? I would stay away from the mobile number. You know what I mean? But I heard you can even wrapped Bitcoin on PLS is flying. That's interesting. I would stay away from the mobile because you lose the phone, something happens. I watched you could sign in with MetaMask, it looks like. I would use the MetaMask option, the decentralized MetaMask option. Why not? I saw you could sign into MEXC with your MetaMask account. I just saw that recently. There's some type of sign in there, and then you could connect that to your hardware wallet. You'd be extra secure. So I think that's the best way to do it, but you do whatever makes you happy. BOOKMAP has straddled liquidity. What does that mean? It's straddling us. It's got liquidity on either side about the same size. 30,200 kind of corroborates the 1 hour pullback, but then we get to 31,000 on a pump up. We kind of zoom in here and look. There's more liquidity further to the upside at 30,600 than there is lower, but we could go either way here. Look how fast that price action's moving right there. That's like the 1 second chart. And this is BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP, link in the description below to BOOKMAP. Every single day I use this on the channel, and it shows us where the orders are on the actual order books. Binance Futures, Bybit, OKX. It shows you where all the orders are sitting. And what I mean, but you'd be like, what do you mean? Well, right here, there's a big red bar because it's the biggest order in the space. And it says there's 480 Bitcoins wanting to be sold there. 480 Bitcoin. It's a lot of Bitcoin that someone wants to sell at 31,000. But then there's someone that wants to buy 684 Bitcoin at about 30,100. All right. And so you can see, well, we got a big order here. We got a big order there. And the bigger orders usually take precedent. So like right now, it suggests we may go lower to fill this 31,100 level, 31,200, and then get a pump back to the upside. No guarantees. And I've seen either thing happen. Some days what you'll do is I'll have my chart out, and my chart will say we're going up, and then I'll just see a bunch of red liquidity up here. And we'll corroborate that. We'll say, well, we have a chart saying we're going up, and right now the liquidity says we're going up, and those things together create a beautiful marriage, right? Is there a KYC or easy sign up for MEXC? Do I need a VPN? I have one, just wondering. We'll definitely download. You do not need a VPN, but you will have to click a certain button at a certain time that I can't say, but you'll see it. And just, answer the question correctly, you'll be fine. Is EOFi here in Australia? Aussies about to pamp it. Interesting. Squeeze it. Sweet. See how we use multiple ways to add confluence? BOOKMAP, holding it down. Shout out to Stack McChange in the house, using the proper nomenclature as he's talking about multiple ways to add confluence. My man, Stack in the house. He's a doctorate when it comes to this technical analysis, man. A doctorate in TA. Monthly candle close next week will my man, I love you, brother. Does the market still care after 2 more rate hikes incoming or not? NFA. Honestly, all we need is a bank to collapse interim. And honestly, the ETFs are kind of the thing. Right now, we're getting these big money boys wanting to pull in and open up these ETFs. The spot ETFs are huge. The derivative ones are whatever because they can, make paper contracts. But the spot ETFs, they have to hold the Bitcoin. So they're going to have to buy a bunch of Bitcoin, and BlackRock's probably already doing that. And they're using these good prices to get on in while most people are not paying attention. End of financial year, by the way. I have no idea what that meant. Obvi's about to pamp it. Interesting. Okay. Bullish on bank failures. Shout out to Darth Dude in the house. Shout out to PS5, Future of Gaming. Shout out to Stack McChange. I learned from the best. Means a lot, my G. Yo, I just love the fact that you're always there with me, man, no matter what. Like, I got a brother for life, man. Your gratitude towards what I taught you is so strong. And I feel that. And, man, you're going to be riding with me till the wheels fall off, man. And I know it and you know it. Whoa, word. Shout out to Scotty Swing. Love your passion every day. Love it. Thank you, Emilio Cruz. God bless you, brother. God bless you. Would you or the team be able to do a video for the 99 content directory on how to set up a trailing stop in MEXC? We have that already. We have that for you already. I don't I guess it's not, yeah, but it is in there already. The first thing you're supposed to do when you join my trading group, the first thing you got to do is hit the watch first guide. First thing. And you got to watch this video on AltTrady where it shows you how I set up a trailing stop. I show you 2 different ideas too, how to make your stop go to break even after the first take profit, and then how to trail the second take profit to the upside. This video will blow your mind. You're going to need it. It can help you out so much, especially as MEXC is getting implemented with AltTrady. Everything's coming together. I'm super excited, actually. MEXC and AltTrady, we've been waiting that for a long, long time. Let's get it in, baby. Let's get it in. All right. We got news coming out for you today. We got so much happening. You're the man, Sam. No, you're the man, Sean. God bless you. The 99 is an amazing, kind group of traders. I'm learning a lot. Thank you. Amen. Huge housing and cost of living crisis. End of financial year here. Sheffrey Bridges, we love you, brother. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Let's go, baby. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. And let me go back and do my job. I love interacting with the chat. I love each and every one of you. I really do. But I got to do what I got to do. So right now, I'm looking for the 1 hour to pull back. That's what's going to happen. The 1 hour, it wants to pull back. It could make a flag, could come all the way down to the bottom of the channel. But I see somewhat of a pullback. We could say, fine, it broke out and it's attempting to retest, but then it's going to break back inside the channel. Interesting concepts to think about. We could look at our 7-minute and a smaller time frame to see, is it really trying to do a retest here? And honestly, you're very oversold with this falling wedge. There's a chance we do get the bounce. But there we go. Look, 450. I knew we were going to get a lower price action. I waited because the Stokes told me to wait. They told me that just wait it out a little bit here. What I can do if I'm antsy, I can just start to build the position. So what I can do, right, is at 453, I can add my first entry. All right. So now I'm in. And now what I can do is I'm going to continue to add to this. I think I'm going to use all the money in the till. Everything I got, And this is going to be my bigger trade on that 3-day chart, man. And I'm going for that fact that the 3-day will keep us above the 200 SMA. All right. All right, so we're seeing if this 7-minute can retest this top trend line right now. That could be a retest bounce back to the upside at 30,439. But you can see, when the 1 hour is curving aggressively to the downside like that, yeah. So now, and I'm playing with this idea. Did we break out? What do you guys think? Did we break out? Are we retesting? Or is this the bigger channel? We're still inside the bigger channel. We never left the bigger channel. The only good thing about this pump last night, which I really liked, was it negated the shoulder, kind of head and right shoulder behavior. It negated that idea completely. The bullish divergence really had us at hello. It was right there. Again, bullish divergence catches the move. You got to learn your divergences. If you don't know divergence, you got to take class with me, where I can sit with you for 15 minutes straight as part of the 3-hour class, 2.5-hour class, and really break down divergence for you. You want to understand divergence in all its entirety, and it's a nuance. Sometimes you're going to see it, sometimes you're not. It's going to be hard to understand. The more you play with it, the more your mind will bend with it, and the more it'll make sense. There's no because somebody will be like, is it bigger on the 4-hour? Or, the bigger the time frame, the better. All right, Bitcoin needs to hold 30K before options expire tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be a big deal. We could see a massive dump down or a massive pump up. We could see a gamma candle tomorrow. Tomorrow could be insane. So just remember that. We have the huge options expiring tomorrow. Sean, if you could tell Jamie, or Jamie, if you're listening, I don't know, if we could just get some news on that options expiring, if we could dig deep for that, that would be huge. Just something I want to cover again. We talked about it the other day, but I want to kind of break it down one more time so people really understand. We could get a gamma candle tomorrow, and the gamma candle is one of the most massive short or long squeezes to either side, because you got a lot of people that are short under 30K, a lot of people long above 30K. All right, and when that options expires, it's going to create a massive liquidation. So it's going to be like Freaky Friday tomorrow. You said it, my man. You said it. Freaky Friday. All right. Retested 30,474 for the breakout. I don't know, though. Sam, possible cup and handle where? I mean, this is kind of a cup with a handle. This could be a cup with a handle, too. I get it. This right here could be a cup with another handle for sure. I'm seeing a possible cup and handle here on the 1 hour. 1 hour needs to reset. Likely we're going to get a pullback here further down. All right. Remember, MEXC is the place to be. Look, that's lower. See? Already down a bead. You know what I mean? That's why I'm very small on the leverage on this one, because this is going to be a long-term trade. All right. 15-minute almost reset. Draw us a gamma candle, please. I mean, you could just Google it. I mean, it's just a massive candle. What is a gamma candle in trading? All right. A gamma is a term used in options trading to present the rate of change in the options delta. While delta measures the rate of change in an options price compared to the underlying asset, gamma measures the rate of change in an options delta over time. All right. Funny. A gamma candle would just be an insanely large candle. All right. I'm trying to find a, but it would just be an insanely large candle. That's all. And there you go. We told you that wasn't going to be a good price. Told you that 1 hour wanted to come down on us. The 1 hour doesn't look good at all. Resetting finally after hitting a nice little pump last night. Resetting quickly. They got everyone along, and they want to take those stop losses out. It is what it is. So I feel more comfortable saying we're inside the channel. I didn't look at the chat each time I asked this. Are we inside the channel, or do we try to break out outside the channel? Large wicks on both sides. Send in your super chats for TA or deep dive on your altcoins from Lakochi Lifer, I call you. Lakochi Lifer, man. Why is options different than futures? I'm on gains from OPCT. Wow, Lifer, your calls are insane with coins that people think are sleeping, like CAS, DMTR, and AI. God bless you, man. Thank you for the love, brother. 32,400 today. My man's calling 32.4 today. That was my old buy back in the day. P chart, please. Large wicks, baby. Pepe, you mean? He says P chart. Hilarious. Sam, could you validate cat ears on ADA on the 1 hour time frame? We'll take a look. Look, I want to see those. I want to see those hearts coming up. I want to see those I want to see the emojis flying on the right side of the screen. I didn't know that you could do that. Whoever's doing that, I love you for it. God bless you. We got all these fun emojis. We got crypto lifer emojis. Put the lemon in the water. There you go. I like these. When those go on the side, that's cool. I like that. All right. Let me focus my mind. I got to focus my mind. I have fun with each and every one of you, but I have to have the focus and discipline, or the show just goes nowhere, right? And we just become a bunch of babbles, and we're all just blah, 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 but I'm not putting down that work. We got to put in that work every single day, right? So 1 hour got rejected. Stokes got overbought, curving to the downside. MACD curving down. Looks like we may come down and test the bottom of this channel. I'm just saying. Looks like we may come right down here to 30,000 and test, you know. It'd be nice to see us not do that. 1 hour has more room to the downside. 15-minute is absolutely spent at this point. Kind of a shoulder head and a shoulder there that broke to the downside. Interesting. Let me see that. Kind of a shoulder head and a right shoulder. And it's over. It's gone just like that. Oonce, 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 oonce. The 7-minute, the 15-minute, they're both trying to kind of like save the day here with some type of SR flip. Like this resistance, and trying to pop that area. We're trying to SR flip that area back to the upside, out the channel. I haven't watched anyone else's technical analysis, so I have no clue. Sometimes I'll look at like, I'll look at like Andy sometime or a couple other people just randomly. But then there's days where I'm just so busy doing what I'm doing, I don't really have the time. That is technically a cup with a handle, right? We could get a breakout out of the zone to the upside and get us back inside the zone. I mean, there's a chance that we are looking at this like a retest, and we're just retesting this zone. You see? That's what I'm asking you. Are we retesting or are we inside the bigger channel? So are we retesting here or are we inside the bigger channel? Let me know. I'm going to ask the comment right now. I guess I'll put a poll out because it's easier to put the poll out. And you guys come to ask me this question, but I just want to see. I'll be open-minded. Are we retesting or still in the channel? And you'll know. Like you'll know what I'm talking about, right? Are we retesting or still in the channel for Bitcoin? Okay. We're in the channel now. May push through or push through the top of the channel. Need to wait for confirmation. Optical Art says we topped out at 31,000. That guy is the most bearish person I've ever met. That guy has called so many bearish moves that never played out. I love him. He's a nice kid and all that, but come on, man. I spent like a little bit of time on him and watched his stuff, and like, how many days did he call these nasty shorts? He was short all the way from 31 to 69K. He missed the entire rally. Insane. Absolutely insane. All right, so let's just talk Bitcoin's options. How will tomorrow's 4.7 billion expiry impact the price for Bitcoin? This is a big deal. We're going to add that to the news later on, but stay tuned for that. We're going to break that down. That's going to be exciting. There's a chance we're retesting right now. You see? What we do have is we have resistance, 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 bounce, bounce, resistance, 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 bounce. A key area of supportive resistance, right? A key area of supportive resistance. Let's see if we can hold the zone on the smaller time frame. This will be interesting. If we can hold the zone on the smaller time frame, the 1 hour can begin to flip here. Start to round on out. And that could be the end of this, whatever this is doing here. This retest is, you know. So it's interesting. I'm getting some mixed signals on the smaller and the bigger time frames, depending on how I look at it. The 4 hour also corroborates the story that it's a retest. See? The 4 hour kind of has that retest vibe. But actually, when you go over it, you're back inside the pattern already. You got to bounce back off that support zone. 4 hour says you're just getting started. A bigger move could come too. So this falling wedge should break to the upside 68% of the time. We should get a bounce back on up. Technically. We lose this level, fine. We're going to drop further down, probably to 30,000. Then we'll reconvene from there. Tough day to long or short, depending. I'm looking at the bigger time frames for a bigger play. All right. That's Bitcoin in a nutshell. We're watching to make sure the 7-minute can get a bounce. If the 7-minute can get a bounce, it can kind of turn that 1 hour back around. The 4-hour could pump. The 22 could pump. 12-hour could pump. The daily can stay pinned. The bigger time frames can take over, like the weekly, the 7-day, and the 8-day. And the daily can stay pinned. So, important we get a bounce here to the upside for Bitcoin. I'm looking for a bounce on this 7-minute. Even though it's against the odds and it seems a little weird, I'm looking for this bounce back to the upside here. That's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. I spent a little bit more time on it than normal today. All right. The chat's been awesome, though. The chat's been fun. You guys have been exciting today. You're always exciting, but today just there's an extra love. Love you, Sammy. Love and life. Shout out to Bobby Bryant. God bless you, man. Laser target. Gamma squeeze, baby. Tomorrow could be very exciting. Like the stream. I got to go, but I don't want to. Shout out to you, man. U.S. change your name to United States. Ha ha ha. That's funny. Looks like down. Sam is the man. Jebitron, King of TA. God bless you, man. Cygnus threw me off 7 hours ago. Waiting out and move off. KuCoin. Signals threw me off 7 hours ago. And don't worry, we're going to get all the charts for MEXC for you. I'm going to start working on that with my team. So have no fear. We got you. You're the man, Sam. No, you're the man. I'm up big on Pepe 2. Wow. Already got into Pepe 2 again. And was that an ordinal? Or was that like just a new Pepe that came out? Head and shoulders on the 4-hour time frame. 7 minutes to know. Yeah, this will take about 30 minutes at the most, and we'll figure it out. Now, I don't see the head and shoulder on the 4-hour. There was one, but it got negated by the pump last night. Is FTT looking to break out on the 1 hour? I put it out last night. New token. Funny you said that, too. I saw people talking about it. But where is it? Is it on... where can you get it? And see, he put it out last night. See, I might be asleep. I might be with my mom. There's people in the trading group putting out coins and ideas that can help you. I'm up on Pepe 2 as well. My man. On Uniswap. Well, not a lot, I think. I have fear. But what do you think about AI's bleeding? The Bitcoin dominance is ready to rise again. Alt's bleeding, you mean? Yeah, I mean, Alt could get another hit for sure, or go sideways. Then Pepe 77, right? 1 month and counting. Keep it going, Sam. Cup and handle. Shout out to Legos the Lifer. Member for 1 month, man. God bless you for doing that. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Legos the Lifer, my man. God bless you. Thank you very much. 30,244 is bottom, in my opinion. Wow. Strong. I'm about to press the issue with Sandwich Finance. Usually I go to gainers to add to my own list. Amen. We got to make a whole list. Yeah, we got to go to Sandwich and be like, yo, why can't you put on next, baby? Love is the strongest frequency. Welcome to Crypto Plumber jumping on in there. Thank you so much for becoming a member. We love you. Couldn't have done it without your education. Watched for a big dip. Got in on a flag and boom. Dude. I love when people say that, man. I really appreciate you including me in your success and saying, hey, I did it with you, man. The vest is crispy. Shout out to Irish Aries, Matt Stevens. We love you. I'm Irish and Aries too, man. We got 2 things in common, and we like crypto. 3 things. And we like YouTube. 4 things. Oh, my God, and we like to just chill. Phantom might be going for another push. Justin Cashmore. We'll take a look at Phantom for you, Justin. God bless you, brother. And, Justin, the vest would look good on you, too, because you got the wide chest, man. You got the big shoulders. You should start rocking. You probably do rock vests. But I can see you rocking the vest daily, man. I'm 10x now on OPCT. Wow. I'm loving it. 10x, man. Insane. I see a 1 hour retest and a macro rectangle. And now the man just gifted 5 memberships. So jump on in and grab those memberships. Robbo got one. DJ got one. Condonzo got one. Crypto Monster got one. Dude, they got snatched up fast, man. They got snatched up. And Bert Mandrew. Wow. Thank you so much. That was super nice of you to do. You didn't have to do that, but you did it. God bless you for doing that. No, Jamie, we bullish on you, sir. Legos. Look at that. My man. My man. So we're drifting further down, not getting the bounce. We're attempting to get it, but we're not getting the bounce. All right. Plumber with the 5 gifted banging on him. So we're watching this falling wedge for Bitcoin. All right. And you saw the bigger time frames, the smaller time frames. The 1 hour still looking to roll over here to the downside. Further down to the bottom of the pattern. So it's almost easier. If you say you're in the pattern, it's almost easier because you say, we got rejected by the top of the pattern. We wicked to, we wicked past it, we wicked here. And technically that is the resistance. And now you're falling further to the downside on the 1 hour time frame. So 1 hour still has legs down, further down. But it is a Thursday. We're not getting as much volume on the sell-off as we normally would get. New members, baby. Oh, I guess I meant retest. I think we have a pullback. Damn, wish I was fast enough. Was thinking Crypto Plumber is a cool name earlier. Thanks, man. Amen. No confluence. Exactly. I'm getting mixed signals here. All right. So back to the 7 and just watching the flag, in my humble opinion. Really nothing else I can do. Price action just fluttering around here. Now, look, one thing that I do see is, isn't that a swing up? Well, that's a swing down. It's kind of a hidden bullish divergence. Am I wrong? Anyone else see this hidden bullish on the 7? Or am I crazy? Am I crazy right here? Let me know what you think. Do you see hidden bullish on the 7 or am I nuts? 158 mil. The only kind of vesting we like. Amen. Do you see the amount of Bitcoin in the miners sent to the exchange? That's just the thing. Love the membership aspect to the channel. Very neat. Shout out to Grace. God bless you. I'm in zero alts right now, but Bitcoin and stablecoin heavy. Once Bitcoin goes up, all pairs get close to 2019 Satoshi levels. I go back in heavy into alts. This year sometime, maybe Q4. I like what you're saying. Very smart idea. Unconfirmed bullish on the 15-minute. Amen. Yeah, but what's resistance? It is, and you're nuts. I love you, man. I love that. He said, no, it is, but you're still nuts, though. I love that. That's my type of person right there. I love you, brother. I'm going to stay strong, and because when the sub-minute is this low, and you're in a falling wedge, I expect a bounce here. And it is a Sammy cup and handy. We got an elongated cup, but it's a cup nonetheless. It's a long cup, though. But it's a big cup. Pee in the cup. You know what I mean? I don't know why. You go to the doctor, here, pee in the cup. You know what I mean? You're like, but how? Like, I have to, like, stop and then put it in the cup, and that always gets on my hands. Sam, looking fresh, digging the fit. God bless you, man. Thank you, Sam, for showing up every day for us. Amen. I still feel 32.4 today, and then a dump tomorrow on the PCE numbers. The Velociraptors from the original Jurassic Park movie clawing back earlier losses. You're funny, man. 30,404 is important if it loses down, LOL. I'm rocking my billionaire shorts and a t-shirt. My man, Justin Cashmore. Sammy coming handy to the upside. It was 975555555. If Litecoin is a derivative of Bitcoin, why is it not following Bitcoin Cash? Because Bitcoin Cash was kind of no one talked about, no one cared about, and then it got added to the Citadel, the EMX Citadel Fidelity Exchange, and that just gave people a bunch of incentive. Oh, well, this is going to get more, and that's the big money. So big money is going to be buying Bitcoin Cash. It was kind of a narrative. That's all. How many trades did you lose this month? I don't know. I don't really let's see. I lost about like 5 futures trades in a total of maybe like $300-400, like $30 each. Wasn't a lot. I mainly focused on dollar cash averaging into Caspa. I made a boatload on Caspa, like $4,000 almost. That was basically my main focus, was getting back in on that low. And then swing trading Max Global token was amazing. Yeah. So I don't overtrade like most people. Like, I don't overtrade. I don't like to lose money. Like, I'm very, very selective. The gifts are random, but have a chance. You might enable it. Click on the green gift box to the top of the channel. Any chance to just retest the weekly? 21 MA. Yeah. I think Huffy is onto something, right? It's funny. There's so much love in this chat that the haters can't even exist anymore. Like, people used to try to come in and hate, but now they see that there's such a strong community of beautiful people. They're just like, it doesn't even make sense, you know? Can you and Jason Casper do a live? It'll be insane. The community of crypto will love it. We did do a live. We've been live on together. He was on my channel like not too long ago. We had a blast together. We had a blast. Any chance that it retests the weekly 21 MA, 30,300? Well, we've been talking about that. And that 30,300 is a good idea. Yeah, we just destroyed all the haters. They just can't exist around us. The frequency's too high. When your frequency's too high, low frequency people just don't want to be involved. They can't hang. Dude, we also got into GFAL. And we made 100% gains on it. Like, we did pretty good this month, honestly. Pretty interesting, the gains that came in. All right. What a bounce off the 382. So far, I'm expecting a bounce back to the upside here out of this falling wedge. 7 minute getting a ripper. All right. The haters are here. They just can't type anymore. So funny, man. It's boring without the haters. Bounce, baby, bounce. So far, we did get the bounce. All right. Let's take a look at ES1 just for a second. Get our mind off of Bitcoin for a split second. I'm so new to this. This is so interesting. Shout out to my man. Thank you for jumping on in. We appreciate it. I hope I can make this sound interesting and fun for you. The key is to get you entertained, get you excited, see the positive energy, and then realize you can do this too. Something that you could do, right? And you could achieve these gains. You could make it happen in your life. You could quit your 9 to 5. You could travel the world. You could trade wherever you want and have access to whatever you want, whenever you want. You know what I mean? As long as you put in the discipline and the work, it's there for you. You know, I didn't say it's all free and easy. No. There's discipline and work involved in every single thing you do. But if you can do it and you can keep it up, eventually you'll create a habit-forming way of being on point. And you'll just consistently be on point over and over again. And you'll love yourself for it. I finally found consistency in my life, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me. I know where I'm going to be. I know what I'm going to be doing. My schedule is made. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm into, you know. We got ATB today at about 5 p.m. ATB, which is around the blockchain. It's a beautiful show about cryptocurrency. I'll be on that show today at 5 p.m. Okay. One thing I do have to switch the weekly screen share because tonight I want to take my mom to dinner. One of my last nights with my mother. So I got to switch the screen share to Saturday morning. All right. Saturday morning about 9 a.m. We'll say 9:30. Saturday at 9:30 in the morning Eastern time will be the screen share. All right. So let everybody know. Some people might take their night off or whatever or rearrange their day. Some people will miss it. Some people will like that it's changed. You know, there's just the up and down. Screen share moved. All right. Important that people know this. Screen share will be moved to Saturday at 9:30 a.m. EDT, which is Eastern Daylight Savings Time. All right. Just want to make that clear to everybody. So ES1's in a beautiful flag on the 1 hour time frame, expecting a move to the upside on ES1. You can see it's just uncorrelated to Bitcoin recently. They aren't moving exactly together anymore. You know, after Bitcoin kind of tore its face off and ripped while the S&P didn't. But they both did pretty good. I see the S&P continuing. 4 hours says it's going to cool off a little bit, but could go side. All you want is it to go sideways here and then get a bigger move to the upside. S&P is looking very, very bullish. We talked about this breaking to the upside, this descending triangle, ascending triangle. We showed you this one inside. That one broke out. Now we're showing you another flag, and we're back above. We're above this resistance from August 17th of 2022. It was almost a year-long kind of fiasco here. I called the bottom of the S&P back in October, right here, using a bullish divergence on the weekly, and so far that has been a steadfast bottom. Go watch the video where I say I'm going on a limb here. This is the bottom for the S&P. I don't care what market you're trading. I don't care what you do. I said I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but that is going to be your macro bottom. I nailed that. Had anyone ever taken that trade or bought into any tech stock at that point, you'd be up astronomically, massively right now, just doing damage. So, again, I did call the bottom of the S&P. Anyone can say I didn't, but the video is there forever. And who cares if I did or not? It's not about me and my ego. It's about the fact that if you find bullish divergence on the weekly, you can use it to your advantage. Forget me. Peel me off from all these things that I'm saying. And realize it's not really about me. It's about me teaching you You know, I found information I want you to understand. I could die tomorrow and not be able to tell you this stuff, not be able to show you weekly bullish divergence, not be able to break it down. So while I'm here, while I have the ability, I want to teach. I want to fulfill my legacy and do what I love to do. Look at the daily. The daily just getting started for S&P. Like, it broke out of a falling wedge. It's just getting started. So look for this 4 hour to go sideways, reset a little bit. And I see more pump coming. I see us getting to 4,500, man, for the S&P. Then we'll double top. We'll see if we can break through that area. But until we get to there, I see a move coming for the S&P to the upside. It's another bullish sign for the overall, all the markets, really, in general. Let's look at our DXY. Is it continuing to the downside like I asked? Inside that idea, let's break it down like I asked. I asked the traders, break it down. So let's take a look here. When we looked at the 3-day chart, we found hidden bearish div, all right, because the RSI was going up while price action was swinging down. We called the short here on the DXY. It dropped to the downside. However, right here at this candle, we drew this trend line. And I said, is it going to hold this trend line and bounce, or is it going to continue to the downside? And look what it did. On the 3-day chart, it actually flipped bullish right here a little bit and is attempting to get a bit of a bounce. And it's kind of a cup and handle there, kind of a shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. It's not the best, but it has some head and shoulder vibes, inverted. Reflipped on the MACD too. Never even got a bearish cross on the MACD. So that's somewhat of a bullish sign for the dollar index. 3-day chart flipping back bullishly again. Daily getting extended, but pushing up. So it broke out. It found a divergence right there a little bit, and it broke off the bottom of this channel. So what do I see happening here? You know, it could get tighter and make a big move. It will make it is making an ascending a symmetrical triangle, which is a 50-50 pattern. It go up or down either way, depending, right? So, and you know, I never even looked at the watchers today, how many people were watching the stream. I've been so into just doing the stream. But shout out to the 600 beautiful people on the live, 329 likes. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for coming on in. I am a teacher and a mentor. Every single day I show up because I want you to show up every day for yourself. Every day I wake up, I put on a suit and tie or a jacket or something. I want to look nice for you because I want to show you that I put effort into every single time that I show up here. I could just slap on a t-shirt and sit down in front of my computer, but I put in that extra 10 minutes, comb my hair, get myself situated. Sorry, I've been missing my shaving. I haven't shaved in 2 weeks, but I'll be back tomorrow. I'll probably shave when I get home, and you'll see me clean cut again. But what I do here on this channel is I want to inspire you to change your life. This is an inspiration mentorship channel, and I use cryptocurrency as my mode of operation. We could be doing anything really, from working out to real estate to sales. Whatever it is in your life, I can enhance your life. I can enhance you to become the best version of yourself. I can help you work out every day. I can help you eat the right foods every day. I can teach you how to better yourself consciously, spiritually, and I don't have all the answers, and I'm still searching. But if you want to search with me and continue to find the truth, then you're going to rock out with me. You're going to have a blast. So that's a little bit about who I am. If you're new to the channel, if you're watching this, you're like, what's going on here? This is the Sam Price experience, baby. All right? This is the Sam Price experience. So what we'd like to see is we'd like to get rejected here, stay side in the channel, and then break down. We want to see the symmetrical triangle break to the downside. We don't want to see it break on out. However, the 3-day chart suggests that it may. So, and again, Bitcoin can pump with the dollar. They've pumped together. It can happen because it's a basket of assets. If people start getting rid of the yuan for the US dollar, if people start selling off, maybe some type of foreign currency for the US dollar, and they start buying into Bitcoin and the US dollar will both go up. You have to remember, yes, they are somewhat uncorrelated, inversely correlated, the dollar and Bitcoin, but you have to remember that the dollar is influenced by more than just Bitcoin. It's influenced by a basket of other foreign currencies. We break this down on my DXY video, which I highly suggest you watch and take advantage of. All the scripted videos that we put out have so much good information. We talk about decentralized exchanges. We talk about the big things that are coming our way. We break it down for you all the time. So get ready, get situated, get excited, because that's something that's coming. We're going to do more and more scripted videos. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. All right. So DXY looks like a little more pump coming on that daily. 4 hours overbought with a bearish divergence. You see that? Suggesting that we kind of just fall over and roll over to the bottom of the pattern. So I just want to see it consolidate inside this top limit and that low limit there inside of this range and then eventually make a move to the downside. But it is making a symmetrical triangle. It's attempting to break out of the bigger channel, but only time will tell. Right now, I do see a little bit of bullishness squeaking out, but let's see if the 4-hour can snuff it out before it gets any bigger. Snuffleupagus. Snuffleupagus it out. I don't know why it made me think of the Snuffleupagus. My mind is crazy. It travels through the realms of time and space faster than fast. Wow, Bitcoin Cash is continuing to get a tear. It's just on a level, like, this thing is up huge. Basically, 300. The 3L token's up 3x. And all we had to do is just buy the speculative move that it was getting to put on the ETF. You know, it's so interesting, right? The money doesn't have to be as hard as we think it has to be. You can make sense of it, right? So, look, we put this out here for Bitcoin Cash. And that thing broke out to the upside beautifully. Look at that. Just draw a flag, play a flag. That's why I keep it simpler than most people. And it is what it is. Look at the 4-hour just getting started here. This is interesting. You got your flag there. Length of this next pole. The 4-hour suggests you could keep going. Like, this thing may continue to move all the way up to 279. And it used to correlate with Bitcoin a lot more. Like, it's strange that it just fell off. Like, they used to always be neck and neck. Like, this was 300, Bitcoin was 3,000. Then Bitcoin was 10,000, this was 600. At one point, this went to 2,700 bucks. I'll always remember it. I was swing trading between the two, not sure which one to take. The miners were going back and forth on fork.io and finding out which coins they wanted to mine. When they switched to Bitcoin Cash would go up. When they switched to Bitcoin, and everyone's trying to figure out which was the new real Bitcoin, and we had Bitcoin SegWit. It was insane. It's one of the craziest times to be alive. Like, nothing in these times will even look as close as insane as that was. So wait for this 1 hour to come and maybe touch this area here. I'm going to put an alert on this. If that happens and we see a flag on the 1 hour, I'm going to trade that 1 hour flag because the 4 hour looks good. So alert on this 1 hour flag for Bitcoin Cash. And are you setting the alerts when I set the alerts? Super important. If you're in my Discord and you see me set an alert, remake my chart. If you can't rechart the chart that I put out, so I'm setting alerts on the 1 hour time frame for Bitcoin Cash. Okay? Why it's doing that to me lately. Set alerts on the 1 hour, right? And the 1 hour, the alert is on the blue line. How do you set alerts? Hit Alt-V, make a blue line. Right-click the blue line. All right? It already has an alert on it, but if it didn't, look, I'll do one here. Add alert on the vertical line. It's that simple. Price action has to go right. So one day I sat there and everyone does alerts all over the place. And I said, but alerts, I said, price action has to go right. It has to cross. So I said, if I put a line here, it's going to have to cross it. And when it crosses it, I'm going to get an alert. I said, Sam, that is genius. I said, I think you got this, baby. And so I've never seen people set alerts like this. I set alerts on vertical lines. I watch price action cross the vertical line. And what I like to couple that is with alerts on the stochastics RSI when they get oversold. I usually put 1 or 2. And you'll catch me doing this all the time. And this is how I watch price action without having to watch price action. You set 10 of these alerts. You go for a dog walk. Your phone rings. You look at the alert. You look at the setup. If it makes sense, you take the setup to the upside. You get it? It is what it is, baby. So I like Bitcoin Cash for possible move. XRD was pumping hard. Did it get a pullback at one point? Wow, look, they sold every piece of that back. So insane. You got to take profits on these altcoins. Look at that. All the way back. I was looking at this coin, Euler. Funny, I drew this 2 hours ago. This morning when I woke up, I looked at this and I was like, this thing could break out. And I was like, but that's such a strange channel, Sam. And I just drew this and lo and behold, it did break out. How much did it make? And had gas with a 1 hour time frame. Look at that. 14% fast for Euler. Looks like it could continue to the upside. I would watch this thing. I'd flag it out on the 5 or the 7, maybe even the 1 minute. If there's a flag here on the smaller time frame, this thing could get busy. Is it doing this? Interesting enough, but that 1 hour has legs. Look at that aggressive curve up. I found this earlier this morning. I was watching it. I said, man, and I drew the channel. Look, I didn't even close it. I just slapped it up there real quick. It took me 1 second. I just looked at price action. Literally, this is how simple sometimes it is to make money in trading. I wake up in the morning. I'm scanning the market. I see this wacky shape. I'm like, that's a weird shape. I span it out. I crushed price action down a little bit because when I first saw it, it was like this. And I was like, huh. And so my mind kind of twisted a little bit, flattened it out. Made the two channels. I said, that's interesting. I said, that could break up to the upside. But it was so like quickly put together. I was like, really? And then you press play here and you watch price action. Look at this thing. Up 14%. That fast. I mean, the indicators too. I'm looking for falling volume with falling price. We got that. Check. I'm looking for the MACD to get across. We had that. Check. I'm looking for the RSI to be below 50, below 40, you know. And at that one point, it was there at like 53. I'd like it a little lower, but it was lower than the trend line. And it was also flat. It's also in the same pattern. Do this a lot. Like once you make your pattern on price action, also make your pattern on the RSI. All right. Sober. And then look at the Stokes were pointing up. So all the things that I go for, and then it was right above a point of control, the red line right there. And it stayed above it. This thing may continue. And you may get to 330 on Euler. All right. Again, no guarantees, and I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just showing you how I put together what I see happening. People can argue, they can say whatever they want. This is just the way I do it. All right. Falcons is above the 200 SMA. It's a good sign on the 1 hour that it could continue to the upside. Look for the 1 minute to come, the 1 hour to reset. So again, I put a stochastic here. I put an alert like right here. I could even drag the alert over a little bit if I feel like it should be like somewhere here. And when that comes down near this bottom, touches, there's a chance that I can take Falcon S out this flag to the upside. And by the bottom of the pattern. We're heading into the value area lows too as well on the VRVP. And then I say, well, how much could I gain doing this? And we're talking about 59% gains, right? So who's picking up what I'm putting down? Who has learned this sauce? Who gets what I'm doing here? Does this make sense to everybody? Pepe 2.0 on fire. Wow. Pepe 2.0 is flying. So simple. DXY has 2-week high and Bitcoin pumps. Simple. Amen. Amen. When will Floki do it? Pump. There you go. We got the bounce to 30,005. We got the bounce we were talking about. I was steadfast. And that's the one thing, man. To call absolute reversals in price action took me years to figure this stuff out on smaller time frames. And it doesn't mean we're going to go for good. We could come here and curl over again. But we did get the bounce. The 7-minute gave it to us. We saw the hidden bullish divergence on the 7-minute. Bang, bang, bang to the upside. No. Okay. And we're already up 1.9%. A quick 1.9%, you know. Look how aggressive now the 15-minute is. The 15-minute wants to make a big move to the upside. 15-minute looking very, very bullish now. Look at that. I mean, it's aggressively curving back up on a falling wedge. We could see this thing rip. And the 15-minute even has hidden bullish. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. That's hidden bullish divergence on the 15-minute time frame. Clear as day, as far as I'm concerned. And you're previously retesting the previous resistance. You're using it as support. So it's a really good sign. It's a really, really good sign. And that brings me to the news. Do you all like the news? I'm smelling what you're cooking, man. Mexi with the Floki 3L for those interested. Hey, Sam, which exchange are you trading Euler on? It was KuCoin. Thank you for your likes and support. Just one click truly helps others find their Lifer community. God bless Lifer friend. Lifer love learning. We love you. Stack McChange. All the blue crew. Lakochi Coker. Crypto Plumber. All the green and the blue crew and the gray crew. Tigres 33. We love you, man. BG. Wild Pines Co. Amen. I'm smelling those wild pines, baby. Hi, Toshi, man. Germanicus. Trillions coming, baby. Sam, you're a great motivator. I hear you in my head whenever I think about whining or being doubtful. Amen. Is it possible for the dollar to hold value against other currencies while it loses strength against certain assets? Yes, 100%. I appreciate all your work. Do you have any thoughts on Zen crypto? I heard good things as long as a long-term hold. Started a small DCA position into it. I also hold some Zen. Me and you were on the same page, brother. It had that big run-up. It got on my radar. I learned about it through Joey Paris and other people, and they were using Zen to do all these different things. And Zen was hot for a minute. It was like all the talk, and everyone was like moving Zen here, and you had Wrap Zen, you had Phantom Zen. You had all different types of Zen, right? And that was interesting. 1's for your trading with the boss. 2 if you're not. 1's if you're trading with the boss. 2 if you're not. I see if you're an existing user, don't mind not have using the deposit feature. You won't have to KYC, but we'll see. No, I think I read it through too, but I don't know. Sam's Mexi Global Referral Link. Thank you for putting that out there. Jump into Mexi today. All right. It was a nice retest so far. We're getting that confirmation of the retest, but we'll see. We will see. What do you think of Baby Doge for long term? I think it could make gains, but long term, I don't know. Snuffleupagus. How you wrote that? Crypto Bear Baker. How did everything go with your mom? It's okay. She has some small blood in the brain. She has blood in her brain from 2 strokes that she had 2 strokes in her. They could see 2 little strokes on the side of her head in a CT scan on her brain. And but they don't understand kind of how it happened. They don't get it, you know. Yeah. So, and again, I always thought a stroke was when your heart went out and the guy had a stroke, but a stroke can be any imperfection in a blood vessel. That's what I found out. That's what they call a stroke in the medical field. So you can see a stroke literally as a one moment, as something that occurred over time. All right. If you have questions about your 99 membership course registration, God bless you, man. Thank you. So yeah, it's tough, man. I lose my dad, then I'm in the you know, I went to a neurologist appointment with my mom, and I don't want. She might be able to hear me. Right? I don't want to, you know, put her. She did take all 3 of these, which I begged her not to. I don't understand why she did, but I tried to get her to stop. You know, but there's nothing I could have done. You know, can't stress cayenne pepper enough. It's a vasodilator. A vasodilator. Interesting. A lot of people add that cayenne pepper to, like, you know, lemon water, cayenne pepper to treat high blood pressure. Increase in the internal diameter of the blood vessels due to relaxation of smooth muscles. Also known as vascular relaxation is the widening of blood vessels. It results from relaxation of smooth muscle cells within the vessel walls, and particularly in large veins, large arteries, and small arterioles. The process is the opposite of vasoconstriction. Yeah. That widen. Some act directly on the smooth muscles lining the blood vessels, while others have a central effect and regulate blood pressure. Interesting. Cayenne pepper is believed to be a natural vasodilator, and it can expand blood vessels, improve blood flow, and lower blood pressure. It stimulates the release of nitric oxide and other vasodilators, which allow blood to flow more easily through the veins and arteries by relaxing tiny muscles found in the blood vessel walls. Studies have shown that ingesting cayenne pepper increases circulation, improves blood vessel strength, and reduces plaque buildup in the arteries. Nuts such as walnuts, cashews, and almonds, and pine nuts and Brazilian nuts can also cause the production of nitrous oxide in the body to go up, and in turn cause the dilation of blood vessels. Walnuts, cashews, and almonds. Interesting. Wow. Breaking it down, man. Appreciate that. So what I see happening today, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin, because we get low volume, just kind of does this. We end up making some type of symmetrical triangle and then sitting here, and then later on tonight, I'm doing the same thing, like whether we break up or break down. So I'm looking for some type of consolidated move here for Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. My bigger trade idea, who knows my bigger trade idea? I'll give it to you towards the end of the stream. Right now, we're going to jump on into the news. Shout out to the 546 beautiful souls in the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. You're with the Crypto Lifer, and I love you. We'll be right back for a second. Hi, my name is Samuel James Price, and every single day I do a show called The Crypto Lifer Show, the Crypto Lifer channel. The Lifers watch, I'm the Crypto Lifer, and together we make the greatest community in all of cryptocurrency and all of YouTube, as far as I'm concerned. Positive affirmations, pushing our goals ahead, and just being constantly raising of our frequencies is the key. MasterCard, we're going to talk about the news today. Every day I bring up the news on this channel, and I want to show you things that are happening. Or is there a big company that has, been a legacy financial company that's maybe moving into Web3 and into crypto? That's going to be a big deal. Is Amazon doing something? Who's linking up with who? What's going on with the bigger, trillion-dollar companies that we've already seen? Are they moving into Bitcoin? And, what's happening? This is the news that I want to know. I want to track where the big money's flowing. Let's talk about it right now. This first set of news is on MasterCard. Let's break it down. This is a 3 to 5 minute segment where you can get the news all in a quick little segment for you every single day. So MasterCard to continue crypto foray with a beta launch of the blockchain app store. The credit card giant is expected to release the beta version of the product this summer. In its latest blockchain push, MasterCard on Wednesday said the payment processor would roll out a test version of its multi-token network this summer. The product was set to launch as a beta in the United Kingdom. Raj Dahamodharan, MasterCard's head of crypto and blockchain products, in a Wednesday letter said that MTN will act as a test bed for developing live pilot applications and use cases with financial institutions, fintechs, and central banks. The plan is to roll out MTN to more global markets, pending additional partners. The idea hinges upon selling developers on building on MasterCard's permissioned blockchain, which the company has positioned as capable of transforming its payments capabilities. MasterCard has promoted invites to what is called the MTN Innovation Sprint. Teams will be selected to receive access to MTN's capabilities and begin developing on the platform. Developers will be encouraged to create apps on MasterCard's permissioned blockchain, which is built on Ethereum Fortune. Very interesting. The first round of such apps will be powered by tokenized bank deposits, according to Dahamodharan. Wow. Tokenized bank deposits are gaining traction against central banks, commercial banks, and JP Morgan Chase. And they want to be the first to kind of grab that liquidity. MasterCard moving into the space. This is a big deal. I am super excited and super bullish on this idea. This is what we want to see. More of the legacy financial system moving in towards blockchain and crypto. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. AlloX launches a real-world DeFi asset vault after $2 million pre-seed round. Never heard of this. This is a new coin. Might write it down. DeFi protocol AlloX launched a real-world asset value after a $2 million pre-seed funding round led by Hack VC. The round also included investment from Circle Ventures, Digital Currency Group, Stratos, Leica Ventures, MH Ventures, Very Early Ventures, ArcBlock, DAO5, and Credix Finance, according to the statement. The project has partnered with the decentralized credit marketplace Credix Finance to create the vault, tapping into private credit market on DeFi, worth over $534 million in active loans, according to the analytics dashboard, RWA XYZ. Alloy's X Vault combines over-collateralized tokenized credit, digital tokens backed by real-world assets like loans or debt instruments from Credix Finance, with a smart contract for tokenized U.S. Treasury bills. Wow. The Vault aims to open up access to real-world asset liquidity for protocols, decentralized autonomous organizations, and institutional investors in the DeFi space. We keep seeing the word institution. A lot is being built for institutions to get into DeFi. I like what we're seeing here. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Something definitely to pay attention to. All right. Coinbase International nears $900 million in volume over 8 days. Over the period of June 21st to June 28th, the exchange clocked in nearly $900 million in trading volume. Coinbase, which gate crashed the offshore crypto derivatives market in May, is already clocking in about $100 million in volumes on a daily basis, according to data compiled by The Block. Over the period of June 21st to June 28th, the exchange clocked nearly $900 million in trading volumes. Sources at the firm tell The Block that the market reception has been positive, and volumes are strong for a venue with only 2 contracts to trade. Trading volumes on Coinbase International Marketplace image The Block Research. I mean, that's a big deal. Coinbase is just steaming ahead and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Compound founder formed Superstate to create bond fund with Ethereum for record keeping. And Compound did pump out of this news, probably gave it a little bit of a leg up here. The new fund will invest in short-term U.S. government bonds, relying on traditional Wall Street transfer agent for keeping track of holders, but using Ethereum as a secondary record-keeping source. Robert Lesher, CEO of decentralized lender Compound, submitted filings to the U.S. securities regulators for Superstate, a new company that will create a short-term government bond fund using the Ethereum blockchain as a secondary record-keeping tool. According to the June 28th filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, Superstate's fund will invest in ultra-short duration government securities, including U.S. Treasury bonds, government agency securities, and other government-backed instruments. The fund will rely on traditional Wall Street transfer agent to keep ownership records of the holders of the fund, the filing states. A little over my head in some of the intricacies there, but I like what's going on. I'm excited to see, it's a little plus and minus for me. I don't want us getting like deeper and deeper into government bonds. And, it's like crypto I want kind of separate from government bonds and government debt. I don't want that debt to kind of flow into our system and get too meshed. But eventually hundreds of trillions of offline assets will find their way onto blockchains, Lesher wrote. We plan to facilitate that migration. Yeah, you just want to be one of the people that helps people move into blockchain. First people to kind of start that will really reap the rewards when more and more assets do start to get tokenized. So, and Compound getting a pretty big move today too as well. New dBridge features let Solana users easily access any Ethereum-based blockchain. And this kind of pumped the price of Solana. Solana got a big move today. dBridge said the feature was the first time a Solana user could access Ethereum virtual machine-based blockchains such as Arbitrum without relying on derivative tokens or wrap tokens, which present a security risk. A new feature by cross-chain bridge, dBridge, will let Solana users access applications on other blockchains and vice versa, easily at low fees. Alex Simarov, CEO and co-founder of dBridge, shared with CoinDesk. Simarov said the feature was the first time a Solana user could access Ethereum virtual machine-based blockchains, such as Arbitrum, and we already kind of went over that. Wormhole used by the only interoperability solution available for Solana ecosystem, but the problem here is that the interoperability was not seamless. Users and projects that needed to transfer liquidity to Solana had always faced the limitations due to lack of liquidity in the Wormhole pools and high slippage during the exchange of the wrapped assets, which often made developers have to deal with non-liquid Wormhole assets. dBridge said its new feature works by enabling any EVM smart contract to prepare on-chain instructions that are directly executed on Solana. And that's the news, everybody. That's some big news. And Compound and Solana both had pretty nice pumps coming out of that. I'm not saying it was directly the news, but it had to have something to do with it. And, this is news, but it's also interoperability. It makes the chain actually, more accessible and have more ability to use more tools and more coins. So because of that, it internally creates a pump. You get what I mean? So we did get that pump. There's my 2%. I'm really good at making 2 to 3% every time I hit this exchange. We'll go from there, though. We did get the bounce. We did call that crazy bounce. We bought right there into the bounce, which is pretty nuts. You got to give it to the lifers, man. So far, so good with the bounce. 15 minutes still wants to continue to the upside. We'll see how this goes with the hidden bullish divergence, too, as well. That gave us a leg to the upside for Bitcoin. Let me get back into that chat. I don't want to leave the chat alone too long. And no super chats today. Let me take a look. Could just be the day where I never get it. No, I got a $5 super chat, so I appreciate it. Can you look at THOL? One Take Sammy at it again. Crypto Bear Baker. Welcome, brother. Keep coming back and get the education you deserve. Bitcoin is going to the moon. You are my new mentor. Shout out to Alexandre Parat. We love you, brother. I'm here for you every single day, man. I'm not going anywhere, man. The Atom Project. This is a new meme coin flying on the market. Pepe 2.0. That's what I heard, man. My team was all over it this morning. Do you think, and that's the thing, if you were in my trading group, you would have known about Pepe 2.0 probably by 5 or 6 in the a.m. this morning. People were all over this thing. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's go to CoinMarketCap, our one place, our great resource for information. I believe this is owned by Binance, just so you know. I believe CoinMarketCap is owned by Binance. That's what I was told by a birdie. Pepe 2.0. All right. I don't know which one it is. That's the problem whenever I get one of these. You said it's on an Ethereum contract. $30 million market cap. Been pumping out of control. Then we go over to DEX Screener. All right. Then we're going to paste that contract address in. If you don't know what I'm doing, this is decentralized finance, everybody. All right. Pepe 2.0. Wow, out of control. Look at that. So it's definitely on a tear, but I mean, it's already kind of pumped up pretty nice. It's already up 9x, right? Since like this morning or last night, yesterday, 9x. That's how you make 900% in a day, in less than a day. Look, it made an ascending triangle that wants to break further up. For me, I feel like I'm late to the party already. I mean, it's still pretty new, but dang, man. This thing's out of control. What you can do is just grab indicator, type in RSI. Boom, boom, slap these two on. Thank you so much for the super chat. God bless you, man. I appreciate that. Up the super chats, LOL. Shout out to Crypto Style for the $5, man. God bless you for doing that. Getting the alpha you deserve here daily, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The top will be in when it's listed on KuCoin. Exactly. It came out yesterday, not too late. I added your channel to the phone of my, your channel YouTube to the phone of my girlfriend. Good for you, man. I appreciate that. You know. Okay, so let's take a look at the 15 and the 1. I know a lot of wives and girlfriends that want their man to follow me. Like, a bunch of times, some guy will be like, yo, my wife found your channel, and she wanted me to subscribe. She felt it would help me. I'm like, smart women out there, they watch me, and they're like, yo, this guy knows what's up. I want my man to know what's up, you know? More than 4 or 5 times now, I've been told by a man that his wife put him on to me and told me to told him to watch me. I'm flattered by that. Like I'm like absolutely flattered by it. But it's happened numerous times. And then I also have guys that said, my father put me on to you and told me I have to watch you. Or, you know, and then there's also like father and son that are both like, oh, we watch you together. It's just so interesting. It blows my mind. So this is the little flag we're looking for. It looks like it could get a nice little push to the upside here just on a swing trade. Be very risky swing trading little mini altcoins, though, but possibly 28% gains coming out of Pepe 2.0. At least we know about this coin before most people on Uniswap. Find it on DEX Screener. Find it on DEX Tools, wherever you want. But this thing is just banging. Let's see what people are buying of it. 378. This guy just sold $6,000, made himself a nice penny. This guy sold $3,000, made himself a nice come up. Probably put $300. Probably put $600, right? They 10x that money. Not a lot of big buys coming in. A lot more sells. Some guy just bought $1,400 at 11:48 a.m. Just so funny, man. This guy all the big numbers are sells. 4,500. So a lot of people getting out right now that got in on the beginning. This guy just bought in though. He bought $5,000 of it. He's out of his mind right here. This dude bought $4,400 of it. People going hard on these altcoins. Wow. $4,000, $2,000. This dude sold $7,000. Made it come up real quick. So we are seeing some sell-offs here. Less buy-ins. $2,000 just sold. $1,800 just bought. It's getting some buzz, man. It's definitely getting some buzz. People are into it. I don't know why they're loving Pepe 2.0, though. Like, does it have a website? It doesn't even need a website. What's the point? Is it really on Twitter? Miss Pepe, here's your second chance. Pepe 2.0. This is funny. He knows he made some problems. Launching on the weekend when you were spending time with your family and friends. He wants to make things right and redo his billion-dollar run. Here's a new version of himself. He is now Pepe 2.0. I mean, I don't buy it, man. Looks like he's dancing, though. Look at that. He's hitting the beat that I've got. He is so stupid, man. Look at this little guy. This little meme guy. I don't know. I can't take it anymore. Sometimes I'm just like, even I get overwhelmed with the memeness. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. This coin Prime's been interesting to me. Primal. Horrible ascending triangle. It doesn't look good, but it may still pump. And we did call that local bottom real quick. We called that local bottom right there. I bought it right in front of y'all with that wick. Pretty crazy. That could end up being a pretty substantial area. 30,500 attempting to hold for BTC. All right. If you're watching my channel, just back to Bitcoin real quick. We're watching this 1 hour flag. Sorry, stop that. We're watching this 1 hour flag here for Bitcoin. Top, bottom, top, bottom, top. Likely to come back to the bottom of the pattern unless we can SR flip, supportive resistance flip this smaller zone here. Where we have major resistance, 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 and we're getting a bounce right there. We also show you on the 15 a bit of hidden bullish divergence. Is that swinging up? While that's swinging down, it tells us that the trend should continue to the upside. What we'd like to see is possibly consolidation for Bitcoin like this. Go up and down, form some type of pennant, symmetrical triangle, ascending. I'll take any one of the three, and then we can kind of, a few hours from now, kind of figure out what's happening. We'll look at the 1 hour time frame, and the 1 hour definitely needs to reset, as you can see, as it's oversold, but it got to bounce like we wanted it to off of this previous area to the upside. So this is what I'm looking at. I want to see if Bitcoin can consolidate up in here and then break out of the flag. It's a good chance. And there's one other idea that we were talking about that maybe, just maybe, if you raise this a little bit and you play some games, that we are just retesting this diagonal trend line. So I'm in the middle whether we hit the top of the trend line or whether we're retesting the bottom of the trend line. We could say, fine, we're still inside the channel, but that definitely was an SR flip at this area because previous resistance becomes new support, and we're getting that bounce to the upside for BTC, all right? Where do we trade? MEX Global, baby. MEX Global is the place to be. Also KuCoin, but now U.S. citizens are going to have an issue on KuCoin after the 15th of July. That's just something that's going to happen. Don't worry. We will make it through. Eventually, all the regulations will kind of get pushed through, and we'll be able to figure this out. But right now, MEXC is the place to be, baby. MEXC. And MEXC is going to get a load of volume. It's going to all leave KuCoin and going to run into MEX Global. I'm telling you right now. So I'd get situated on MEXC today before everyone else does. They might even get, who knows, maybe they get like back at it. But they're going to get so many new customers in the next 2 weeks, it's going to be out of control. And people are going to love it. They're going to be like, wow, no fees, less fees. Even the withdrawal fees are way less than KuCoin. I love KuCoin, but really not the place to be. MEXC is going to be the place to be. And they basically mirror almost every coin. And they have more new coins that KuCoin just never gets to, doesn't have the access to. So be careful. Shout out to Hassan Kamal, my man. MEXC not available in my region. Yes, it is. It is available no matter where you are. You just got to click the right box and you'll be fine. KuCoin requires KYC and Binance is pulling out of Canada. DeFi summer, baby. Yep. Diluting Pepe 1. KYC on MEXC incoming. Maybe, maybe not. It depends. I'll talk to my reps about it. And here's the deal. We will have decentralized also places to trade as well. It's going to get crazy. And I'm talking to some decentralized exchanges right now. Getting ready. But believe you me, you can do it no matter where you are, Grace. Yeah. Time to make a new. We don't fight it. We ride the wave. Amen. Amen. And there's my MEXC referral link. I also have it pinned up here in the pinned link, so you can just click on it there, but it's also there by Love Learning. God bless you, Love Learning. Apex Pro, which is interesting. Let's go, KYC, MXC. Can't wait, my man. Apex Pro is decentralized. MEXC not available in Ontario. You can't just get a VPN and change it to Australia and get it done? I don't know. What do you think of the rare sats category? I think it's interesting. And now rare sats could be really, really interesting. And to find out if you have a rare sat or not, big deal. I actually have to go through my addresses and look for rare sats. Grace, you'll figure it out, I promise. You'll get there. Have you seen the bullish divergence on the daily XRP? I have not. And are any super chats that I'm missing today before I jump on out of here? It's 11:56. They want their husbands to be better providers. Amen. Another 100 subs, 41,100 subs and climbing. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Click the subscriber button and please click that lifer button, baby. Subscribe to the channel. It helps us more than you would ever know. Time to learn DeFi. I got you guys. I got a DeFi class that teaches it all for you. You can download it today. It's $125. It's a MetaMask class. I would take it today as soon as possible. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com to jump into that class. I share you everywhere on Twitter, man. God bless you. Thank you for saying that. Super nice of you, man. Yeah, orders at 30.31. I was saying that we're being straddled. We're being straddled right now, as you can see. We are getting closer to the downside, the 30,100, than to the upside. It says we could get pulled further down. Right now, we're getting straddled by Bitcoin. The TA, we're watching this funky flag. It is what it is. Price action is not amazing today, meaning the actual structure of it is a little more, it's a lot harder to figure out at the present moment in time, but, you know, it is what it is. Now we're rolling over on the 7. Look at this. 7 minute is rolling over. Ugly sign. At the end of the day, the daily doesn't, the 1 hour doesn't look good at all. Suggests more downside possibly coming, but we're trying to hold the zone. Attempting to hold the zone. 7 minute definitely rolled over here. Couldn't get above the resistance at 30,540. I just want more Pepe 2.0. I don't want to miss this train. Interesting. And you only can get it on Uniswap, right? That's the only place you can grab it up. I feel like it's the bad time to buy. It already pumped up huge. I got $200 worth of ETH. I'll go to Uniswap. I'll throw $100 on it for now, and then when it comes back down, maybe I'll grab a little more. Watch how big the fees are here. Watch this. Watch me spend $30 on fees. Let's see how bad Ethereum is right now. Let's do a live shot of it. And do I have the right contract address here? I believe I do. They FUD, we work harder. It's true. He's like a golden Pepe now. Anyway, we'll see. The D-Gen farm. See, I'm pasting the contract address in here. High risk, high reward for sure. Make sure you're on the right account. Make sure you're on the right look at that 77. So you swap max ETH. No, 217. 185.07. 129. I just want 100. I don't want more than 100. There you go, 101. And it's going to cost me $13 in fees and gas fees. $13, it's not too bad to buy $100 worth. Already did a 9x in a day, though. I'm buying the top of this thing. But it looks like it could pump a little more. And there you go. I just bought some Pepe 2.0 on the Ethereum. And also just showing you how to do this. Like, not only am I a TA guy, but I'm going to show you how to circumvent, how to use all these different ideas, how to use DeFi, how to use everything. You know what I mean? And there's the swap right there. And then you just check your contract address. And if you don't have the coin, because you won't have the coin, right? If you want to see the token, they should add it automatically. But you can hit import tokens, hit custom, paste in that contract address, add Pepe 2.0. And then you should be able to see your Pepes in your account right there, okay? Seamless and easy. I've been doing this for a long time, so DeFi to me is like riding a bicycle. For you, it may not be. Take some time. We want to see this, if we can get this consolidation, right? But that's a rollover. I mean, that doesn't look good at all. But only time will tell. We did defend 30,450. We bounced, which is this previous resistance zone here, and we're attempting to hold that zone. You can almost put this in a bigger channel now. Interesting. Even I'm waiting for more confirmation. I want to see the 1 hour consolidate. That's what I would like to see. If the 1 hour can consolidate here, go up and down, make some type of bigger flag. You know, I'm looking for this to make the flag. See this line and this line? That's what I'm looking for Bitcoin. All right. And then last but not least, the idea I have for a big trade, a monster trade, is to use the 3-day chart, keep the stop loss below the 200 SMA, right around here, and see if we can get a massive move up, right? So that's just one idea. The leverage has to be right, and the amount has to be right to kind of handle that spacing from price action. But that's something that I'm looking at for a possible big move to the upside. And BOOKMAP also says that we could go up or down. Less liquidity now to the upside, more liquidity down to the downside at 30,100. Do we get a further pullback? Anything is possible. I'm getting mixed signals right now, everyone. So it's not one of those cool, clean areas where I'm like, it's definitely going to go this way. I'm getting mixed signals on the price action. So everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I hope I hit up every super chat and talked to everyone, got everything done. Thank you so much for jumping on in. I appreciate you all for being here. May God bless each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I'll be back tomorrow for another beautiful live stream on Friday, and let's get that music back up and running. Not sure why. I think did I run out of music over here? Did I run out of music over here? What's going on? We could finish with no eat, no pay. Why not, right? Who doesn't love no eat, no pay over here, huh? Huh? Who doesn't love that? Who doesn't love that over there? So shout out to you all. Thank you for being here. Gratitude is my attitude every single day of the year. I live in gratitude because gratitude keeps me positive and helps positive things come into my life. And then I know that I'm full of gratitude for that positive energy. And then I'm grateful for that energy. And the gratitude flows. And I'm grateful. So I'm grateful for my mom and my life. I have a wonderful mother. God bless her. Thank you. Me and her have a wonderful relationship. That's important. That means a lot to me. I have a great relationship with my daughters. I have a great relationship with my wife. And I have a great relationship with each and every one of you. May God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow on the next live stream. Gratitude is the attitude every single day, baby. Let's go. You can, you will, you are the best. You got this. You're going to change your life. Great things are coming for you. You're going to breach. You're going to break out. You're not going to be in the same place 2 years from now. You're going to do something different. I know it. You know it. God bless you. I'll see you on the next live.